Hey everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles. Thank you so much for subscribing and being here. And I just made a 25-minute video for you all and it completely just shut off on me. So I'm back again. And here's Pilot, he's out there. Oh gosh, I was going to try to turn my thing around, but now it's just made me really super bright. Sorry guys. Okay. So this is the angel, this is the month of July, of course, 2020, and the angel we're working with is Archangel Virtual, and he is known as the bringer of surprise. Now, I've written a big article on my website about him and the energies that are around us at the moment, and what we're all going through. And the biggest message that's coming is that we really need to stay united, because united we stand, okay, together. We're so much more powerful together. Divided, it's so much easier for the powers that be to control us, right, in one way or another. And they control with fear. It's a psychological tactic. It's making someone believe something is real and until they start doing what you want them to do. It's a fearful tactic that is used in, say for example, in prison. Okay, you're in prison and you've convinced all of your cellmates, you're like, okay, I can get into your cell at midnight. So you need to make sure that you are listening to what I say. If you don't do what I say, I'm going to visit your cell at midnight and who knows what's going to happen to you, right? And so even though that's not true, that this prisoner can't get into other prisoners' cells, they are so scared of this person that they will just, okay, then no, he must, wow, there's a way in. So I'm going to be really careful. Psychologically using fear to control. So this came up, that particular scenario came up in a documentary that I was watching, and I found it interesting because that seems to be a tactic, that fear tactic to make you do what someone wants you to do happens a lot, okay? In different things, and let's not be specific because I don't want to upset anybody, of course, but there are things where psychologically we are made to believe something because we're afraid of, and just in case it's true, whatever they're saying, well, I need to believe what they're saying. And it could be anything. It could be anything that you're made to believe, and suddenly it's not real at all, okay? So the energy of virtual is the energy of surprise. And you may very well be surprised with what type of information starts coming forward this month. We've already seen some things happen. There's going to be massive arrests, as we have said for a long time. Many of you already know this. And it's to do with the child sex trafficking and pedophilia rings and that are around the globe. And they're very, very serious. And there was one in Australia that happened quite a while ago, and it was so bad that a friend of mine actually worked with the person and didn't even know it, right? This person was really bad, and there was 30,000 people that were a part of this thing, as well. So this was starting to happen a while ago, but now we're starting to see names that we are familiar with that are going to be coming forward. This is going to be quite surprising. So even though the Archangel Virtual is the bringer of surprise, it is genuinely good news that we receive. We may also be surprised at the news that is coming out, worldwide. Okay, so not just where you are or not just in your local area, but these massive things that are happening worldwide. Okay, we just have to be patient. And the energy for virtual is, again, like I said, coming together. Don't be tempted to lower your standards to suit a situation. If something is not sitting right with you, get away from it. It's not worth your time. Okay, so if something's if it's upsetting you, or it's draining you, or someone's putting a post or something on social media and you're just dying to say something, because that actually happens to me sometimes. I'm like, oh, I got to say something. And then I'm like, it's not worth my time, and I fight with myself about it, And you've got to ask yourself those questions. Is it worth it to argue with this person, or just unfollow the whole thing or get rid of it, Some people are at the moment convinced one way or another what's going on, and also convinced that they know and they know best. And every 5 minutes something else is blasted on social media. I just can't go there. So I've tried and I stood up for myself a few times with people, but if someone's convinced of something, you can't really change their mind. So what you have to do is you have to work on yourself and strengthen yourself so you can detect when you're being manipulated. You can detect when someone is using, and what it basically is psychological warfare. That is what's going on here, and it's huge. Okay, it's actually been going on for the longest time anyway, but now it's like really evident. If you're a psychologist, you can see this too. You know, how things are manipulated to suit a situation, and then suddenly it comes out real quietly that what everyone was saying before is now true, and they're admitting it and all that kind of stuff. So remember, that type of psychology is telling you something so you're so afraid of it that you will believe it, and you'll do whatever it is that person says. Just keep that in the back of your mind, because this type of psychological stuff has been used for centuries, of course. And one of the biggest times it was used, was with the Jews in the Holocaust, being told that they will be safe. Oh, just come and do this, you'll be safe. And look how that turned out. So just be aware of all of these angles, okay? But at the same time, don't let anything take away your personal power, or anyone take away your personal power. If someone is making you feel afraid, if someone is upsetting you and making you feel afraid and scaring you or guilting you into doing something, take notice of it, get away from it. As we empower ourselves, we are empowering everybody around us to do the same. It takes sometimes someone to step out and do something different to what everybody else is doing, and then people say, oh, well, okay, well, she's doing it, so let's do this too. And it changes things. So we have the Angel Virtual, and Virtual does work with different chakras, your solar plexus and your crown chakra, and also up further into your universal chakras as well. And I will make another video on attuning to Virtual too, and we can just do the activations together. Oops. But I'm using my iPad to do the message for the month for you guys. And so I'm going to read the channeled message for Virtual. Okay, and just quickly, the webinar that's coming up next is on July the 25th, a huge webinar. This one is going to be on your mediumship abilities and becoming a medium, and really trusting in those qualities and bringing through beautiful messages, even if they're just for yourself. You will be able to connect by the time you're finished working with the mediumship webinar, and with me, of course. And you receive PDFs and information, etc. And also you can access the recording anytime you want to later on. So the links, of course, for the new webinar are below, my newsletter as well, and my beautiful Patreons or patrons on Patreon, and also my own community of spiritual people, of course, with your own blogs and forums and your own profile and all kinds of stuff that you can do is the Divine Miracles spiritual community, and the link for that's below. It's kind of like Facebook, but just for spiritual people, to share your voice, because believe me, we probably are going to be shut down a little bit, and I know YouTube is definitely shutting me down, so I've got to be careful. All right. So anyway, creating this other platform, that's going to be a better place for us all to connect with anyway. So here we go. Here's the channeled message, and don't forget, I will be live on Saturday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time with another live channeling session with myself and my husband, of course, and you can come and join in, ask questions, and the angels will give you the answers. Okay, it's pretty cool. All right, greetings. I am one of the angels of change, surprise, and joy, working with the earth and all of its inhabitants to bring new light and healing codes onto the planet. Fantastic. It's truly a time for the advancement of all of you as souls, so that you can reclaim and hold your true inner light and divine guidance. Each of you have the power as creators to change your whole life and existence into the new. And now it's time for this to be seen by you. Use the knowledge and assistance that we are sending to you by way of people, energies, new opportunities, waves of abundance and joy, which will help you all to manifest. There are those who are still trying to figure everything out. We applaud all of you for where you are on your journey. It's time for new developments and change and an increase in protection as you move up into the new existence you are now creating. Dwell not on negativity. Just allow us to clear this out of your awareness long before it has a chance to affect you. Work with people who will be guided by angels to help you in the best way, to release everything that is trapped within you. Trust is always key. Have trust and faith that everything is working in your favor, and forget anything lower than this. Allow this to be your vibration, and anything false will have no choice but to fall away. Now is your true time to shine. With love and powerful assistance, Archangel Virtual, so you can take your power back. Okay, working with the angels and especially Archangel Virtual, keeping your energy and your vibration super high, so you're not being dragged down by everything around us. And it's not only everything around us. So it's things like that we've had hidden trauma pockets, or there's something that's triggered us, whether it's something that's just all the way around us, or whether it's just something that we've heard and it's upset us and scared us into a situation, right? And so when that happens and we start feeling suddenly negative, or suddenly have a headache, or suddenly our body is killing us, or we're drained out, or we can't sleep, these are all some types, and this is not all of them, but there's more than this, of course, but these could be a trauma reaction to something that you've seen, heard, or been through that has come up recently. And you're just thinking to yourself, oh, well, it must be this, or it might be that, or whatever, but it's a trauma response most likely, especially with all this fear that's around us at the moment. We're only human, and sometimes we can sit there and just become frightened by everything, which it seems has been the plan all along, is to frighten us into submission. And I really feel like we need to fight back as powerful light workers that we are, and really not listen to that anymore, and stand strong with each other and stand true to yourself, but you have to understand yourself fully in order for that to happen. You have to understand the way that you work and why that you react to things the way that you might be reacting to things, why things affect you and not other things affect you, why this has come in the first place. And then you can be a powerhouse, you can plug in and you can just be a powerhouse, and it won't matter what the hell anyone else is saying, because you're already in that 5D energy, right? So there's a lot of things happening in July. A lot of things have already taken place, can you believe? And there's more that's going to be coming forward. I really hope to see you guys on Saturday, and for the channeling session that we do live, of course. What else was I going to say? I forget now. But you can also find me, of course, and just have a look down below and you'll see all the links to where I am. And I'm going to do a activation video working with Virtual, just bringing us up in that energy. So if you are getting bombarded, or if you feel like something is really coming up for you, or if you're going through something, don't forget the services have been heavily discounted with me, and I'm able to help you. There'll be a little bit of waiting time sometimes for people, because I do have people that I'm working on regularly who have regular time slots as well. So there's only a few little spaces in between things, but if you let me know, I can work with you on anything. Okay, and I look forward to Saturday and the next videos. I hope this was helpful for you, working with the Angel Virtual. Be open to surprises coming forward. Keep your eyes open to what's around you. Make sure that you're protecting yourself every day, of course, or using the Archangel Michael protective shield. Protect yourself in energy, and you don't have to worry about anything. And listen to your instincts, okay? Listen to your inner self the whole time, and trust that the light has already won, okay? The light has already won, so it doesn't matter what kind of narratives we may be receiving. Oh, they're going to do this and they're going to do that, and it's all scary. So you just remember that the light has already won, and therefore you don't have to worry about anything that they might be trying to frighten you with. Okay, because it's already taken care of, and all you have to do is work on empowering yourself, getting in connection with people who you feel are helping you to grow spiritually, either on this channel or anywhere else that you want to be at, where you feel comfortable. Okay, and we should all stick together as well. All right, so I will talk to you guys all on Saturday. There will be some new videos coming up, of course. I do my best, juggling everything for you all. And until the next time, lots and love, many, many blessings, and have a fantastic July. Goodbye for now. Bye.